Well, a question I often get is, well, if the Bible, when it seems to be clearly saying utterly destroyed, leave alive nothing that breathes, well then it seems so plain that how much plainer could it be? And if it's not really all that plain after all, then why should we trust anything in the Bible? Maybe the resurrection didn't really happen. Maybe that's just some sort of a spiritualized story, some sort of a resurrection in the mind or in the spiritual realm, but nothing that happened bodily to Jesus in the tomb. Well, I would say that, for one, we need to pay attention to the type of literature that we're dealing with, that we ought to treat the Bible in its literary setting or according to its genre, rather than assuming that we have to read the Bible literally in every way or in every place. For example, when we read about the trees of the field clapping their hands or the mountains singing, we don't attribute some sort of animated quality to these portions of creation. We take this as metaphorical. Well, in the same way, we have very good reason for taking the texts that we've just been talking about in Joshua and elsewhere as being exaggerations, hyperbole. What about the resurrection? Well, with the resurrection, we have this account, this historical narrative that repeatedly talks about the bodily resurrection of Jesus. You know, that it's not a spirit that has flesh and bones as you see that I have, Jesus would say. He was constantly emphasizing the physicality, and there is no alternative. It's not as though Jesus rose from the dead bodily and then we're told that the body was still in the tomb. Nothing like that. But that is a much different character than what we see in these war texts.